out of my face. I said, I know my family cares, but I be smoking even though there ain't a chance to repair. I be smoking even though I know the cancer is there, and I be smoking with my dope and blowing grams in the air.
Hey guys, what up? Welcome back. But all stayed safe out there. Gonna jump on this track by BREVNER called More of Us. Thanks for everyone been watching, requesting, liking, commenting, doing all the good stuff. But don't forget to press subscribe, man. Let's jump onto it. Actually, Tom McDonald that brought me here, man. Dude's got some stuff to say.
And feel like things are getting out of hand. We've been told to trust the science, but the science just doesn't make sense.
You all know what he's talking about.
They say it isn't mandatory, but they also say your jab or your job. But if it doesn't stop the spread, it makes it feel like this is just a facade.
So many truths.
What about the healthcare workers?
Yeah.
What about the frontline nurses? How quickly we forget that they were working 18 hours a day.
Yo, this is some real life shit right now. Yo, everybody's rights are getting taken from them. Yo, you get your forced job, your job, like you said in the first bit. But what's the point of having a job if the job doesn't stop you from catching COVID? I'll be real. I've had a job only because I wanted to keep my job.
What about informed consent? What about due diligence? It seems a country that I used to call home is surely slipping away.
Dude, saying what a lot of people are thinking.
I can't help but look around and feel like mine's is slowly starting to change. Cause even if you're triple vaccinated, know that segregation isn't the way.
No.
Freedom is a choice and it's available to all if we choose. But first things first, you gotta turn off the news.
Yo, dudes just said freedom's a choice and it's all available for those who choose. But at the minute, man, the only freedom you get is if you get jabbed. You know what I mean? It's dude's just saying what everybody's thinking. And the whole segregation thing, yo, it is like dividing countries, dividing nations, dividing people. Because we went out the other week and we saw some people not wearing a mask. I don't care if you don't wear a mask. I don't care if you do wear a mask. It's your choice. But there's other people walking around calling other people names because it's their choice not to do stuff. I don't get it, mate. It's splitting everybody up more than what it's bringing people together through these hard times.
We choose. But first things first, you gotta turn off the news. Yeah, what about the healthcare workers? What about the frontline nurses? How quickly we forget that they were working 18 hours a day.
Yeah, these guys are losing their jobs now if they don't get jobs.
Consent? What about due diligence? It seems the country that I used to call home is surely slipping away.
Slipped away. Every country slipped away.
If you're late to the party, there's plenty room at the table. This side don't discriminate. I'm calling on every single man, woman, child if they're able. It's time to take the streets and liberate. But please don't be a part of the problem, staying willfully ignorant, cause there's just way too much at stake. Yo, it's okay to change your mind, you can admit you were wrong, cause where there's perfect love, there ain't no shame.
Yo, this dude's saying basically what I've been thinking. Yo, yeah, I didn't want to get jabbed. My wife ain't being jabbed. My kids aren't being jabbed. I only got jabbed so I could go to work, so I could still have the freedom that we got promised, which we still can't have. There's still sanctions on going abroad. I'm supposed to be working in Ireland next week, and I've got to have tests. I've got to have this. I've got to have that. I've got to have passenger locator forms before I even leave this country. I've got to have all sorts of tests before I go. Tests when I come back. Do I have to stay in isolation when I come back? But if you've been jabbed, why do you have to do all that shit? And that's like the lie that got a lot of people into getting a job. Yo, if you get jabbed, you've got all your freedom back. You can do whatever you want. But you don't. Is it a one job, then it was 2 jobs? Now it's 3 jobs. Before you know it, it's going to be 4 jobs. It's going to be 6 monthly jobs.
No shame. Heavenly Father, show me what I don't understand yet. I got my marching orders, I don't fully know the plan yet. Hold on to my Bible before that, no, it ain't banned yet. Did you know the makers of the vaccine make the Xanax? I would never lean on corporations for morality, cause they put their profits over people for their salaries. You know they wanna make you bend the knee for your normality. I know you feeling all alone, but in reality,
you know they want to make you bend your knee for normality, to get down and conform for normality that we got promised and that we haven't got. You know, if I'm not an anti-vax, I'm not a pro-vaxxer, I'm not a you got a vaccine, you're gonna die, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but everything to do with vaccines to me is just taking everybody's free will off them. Because like I said, no jab, no job. Well, where's your free will?
All alone, but in reality, there's way more of us than them. There's way more of us than them.
Vancouver.
There's way more of us than them. There's way more of us than them. There's way more.
Say no to vaccine passports. Shit. Vaccine passports are a pain in the arse. Like now, in England, you've got to have. Obviously, I'm from England. You got to have you got to show that you're jabbed or you got a vaccine passport to go on a dance floor after 12 o'clock at night. What sort of bullshit rules is that? So before 12 o'clock at night, COVID don't matter, but after 12 o'clock, you can't go dance on a dance floor unless you've been jabbed. What? Or like in Ireland, like I said, I'm going to Ireland. In Ireland, the pubs shut at 8 o'clock, but until 8 o'clock, you're all right. COVID don't come out and play before 8 o'clock. It's bullshit, man.
There's way more of us than them. That's the truth. There's way more of us than them.
Oh, worldwide.
There's way more of us than them.
No more lockdowns. Thankfully, we haven't been put into lockdown. Shit, I remember seeing the New Zealand ones and the Australian ones. Free hugs. Worldwide. Just showing Austria there. Do you know that it's actually now law in Austria that you've got to be vaccinated? If you're not double vaccinated or single vaccinated or triple vaccinated, it's actually against the law now. That's some bullshit. Yeah, I saw the Australia ones. And the whole thing for their healthcare work is ridiculous. Let's go England. Nice little bit of violin going on then. That about healthcare workers is bullshit, because like you said, Joe, a couple of years ago when the whole thing started, these guys were praised, these guys were heroes. In England, these guys used to get clapped every night, 8 o'clock. Stand outside, clap for the NHS. I was every Thursday night. Like one night a week, you went outside and you clapped for the NHS. Good 10 minutes, 8 o'clock, one night a week. And these same people that used to go outside and clap for are all now losing their jobs because they don't want to get a vaccine. But these are the guys that worked willingly at the beginning of the pandemic, not knowing how serious it was, how not serious it was, with no form of protection apart from a little paper mask. And the whole thing about people are falling out. There's a lot of people fighting and arguing about vaccinated, unvaccinated. But if you're vaccinated and I'm not, well, how will you get it? But you will, because your vaccine doesn't stop you from getting it. You know, it's some bullshit, and then we're just getting made to get it. You want to carry on your life, which you can't even carry on anyway. We've all had the wool pulled over his eyes, is what's happened. Right, guys, that's that one done. That's that one done. Brought to my attention this track by Tom McDonald, so thank you, Tom. And I wonder how long it is before the COVID police take this track down. Right, guys, go check out Dude's other tracks. Fantastic voice. Thanks for watching, folks. Let me know about anything that I missed. See you guys at the next one.